What's up YouTube, Manuel here and welcome to another video of Lifestyles and Sneakers. As you can see, we're going to be doing a very detailed review of these sneakers. This is the Kyrie 6 and Manila colorway. I know this is quite late because this was released in November 11. It's over a month ago. However, we don't rush things when it comes to reviews because we want to give you the full details of these sneakers. So let's go! Okay guys, so as I mentioned, I want to give you the best detailed review that you can find in YouTube, and that's why it took some time for us to review this. And of course, we also had a lot of things that we did on this channel. That's why we didn't have enough time to really give you a very detailed review on these sneakers. So you probably heard from a lot of YouTubers that the inspiration of these sneakers came from the Nike Air Yeezy 2, which was the sneaker of Kanye West when he was still with Nike. And I don't blame them because, as you can see, the silhouette of these sneakers actually really looks like the Air Yeezy 2 or the Nike Air Yeezy 2. However, you'll be surprised on which sneakers they really took inspiration to make this Kyrie 6. And that is the Nike SBs. Yes, it is the Nike SBs. The story behind it is that they wanted to have a sneakers or a shoe that can actually perform and at the same time can be stylish and can be used for lifestyle. As you know, the Nike SB or the Nike skateboard really performs well for skateboarders, and at the same time they also can be used as a casual wear or a lifestyle wear. And that was their initial inspiration to make the Kyrie 6. Now let's talk about this particular colorway or this particular sneakers. Now this is the Manila colorway, which is part of the preheat pack that was released in November 11, as I mentioned earlier. So basically the preheat pack includes 11 cities and the design is inspired by the cities that he picked. So now let's take a look closer at the sneakers. So the upper consists of different materials. On the toe area you will see this textile material, which is really soft. And on this side, you will see a hologram pattern, which I'll be discussing later on. And then on the heel, you have this plastic TPU, which has the hand and the eye logo. And then this side is your rubber, which is part of the strap. Now on this part, this is the most interesting part of the sneakers or the Kyrie sneakers, because this is actually what they call the 360 traction. So they made the 360 traction specially for Kyrie Irving because, as you know, he's a very shifty point guard, and normally when he do his crossovers, he normally scratch the forefoot or this tip. So that's why they extended the traction on this side. As you can see, the traction is really good. You can feel the traction on this part, and it's really sturdy. It protects your toes from being hurt. So yeah, that is one of the most significant, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the only sneakers that has this kind of material on the toe. So the official colorway of these sneakers is Team Orange, which is obviously it is orange. Some people thought that it is red. That's why they have similarities with the Red Octobers of the Nike Air Yeezy 2. However, yeah, it is really orange, and the inspiration behind it being orange is the basketball. As you know, the basketball is color orange. It's not exactly the same as this color. However, that's where they took the inspiration of the color for this Manila sneakers. Now let's move on. The hologram pattern on both medial are actually wrapping around the heel. So as you can see over here, they have a very visible eye logo, which is the all eye seeing logo, which you can see on probably almost all the Kyrie sneakers. But if I move it, it's actually a hologram where you can see inside basketball courts here in the Philippines, photos of basketball courts in the Philippines. I'm not really sure if you could really see, but the photos behind this hologram are actually basketball courts taken from the Philippines. So yeah. So now on the heel, you have this hand logo with the eye in the middle. So also on the back, you will see the gradient effect from white to orange or from orange to white, which is a nice touch. It gives a little bit more character to the sneakers, so it's not just plain orange. So I like what they did over there. Now moving around the sneakers, on this side, this is the left shoe. You will see a PH logo, which is sort of like a graffiti font, as you can see over here. So this is a nod to the Philippines. PH stands for the Philippines, and that is on the medial side of the left shoe. And then underneath, you will see this is there's a writing engineered to the exact specification of Kyrie Irving. Now on the right shoe over here, you will see a sun logo over here. This is actually taken from the sun of our Philippine flag. And in the middle, there's a basketball, which actually represents how Filipinos really love basketball in this country. Here in the strap, it is a rubber material with a Velcro on it. But in the middle, you will see this all-eye-seeing logo in the middle, in both sneakers actually. So you can see both of them on the strap. And then of course the sock liner is also in orange, very padded sock liner. Now the padding on this sock liner was actually inspired by the Air Jordan 2. Yes, Air Jordan 2 guys. This sneakers was also inspired by Air Jordan 2 because Kyrie Irving, when he was still in high school, he wore a lot of Air Jordan 2s and he loved how it felt when he was wearing them. For some of you who didn't know, the Air Jordan 2 is actually heavily padded on this side, on the ankle collar, and that's what Kyrie Irving liked. That's why they also took the inspiration from the Jordan 2 and actually copied this area to be put on these sneakers for Kyrie Irving. Now this part over here, which is the part of the strap, was actually inspired from the Presto cage. If you remember, the Presto has a cage similar to this. It doesn't have a strap, but it has a cage where they put the laces. So that was the inspiration for this part of the medial side of this strap. Now on the bottom of the tongue, you will see this writing over here, which is actually hungry. And then on the right sneakers, you will see humble. So basically, this is Kyrie's inspiration. He wants to be hungry at the same time humble. Now on the top of the tongue, you will see, of course, the Kyrie logo, K, and then there's two lines over that. That serves as 11 or 2. That is his numbers in the NBA. Now let's go down to the midsole. So the midsole is actually made out of this Phylon material in orange, which is actually really soft to the touch. This is the same material that they use on the PG3s. And then I mentioned already earlier this 360 traction that they put connected to the midsole. Now one of the best technology that they have on these sneakers is actually this zoom turbo that they have on the forefoot. This is actually a very huge zoom unit over here that almost covered the whole forefoot, which is probably one of the bigger zoom that they ever used in sneakers. Now this zoom turbo was also used in the Kyrie 5, so there's not much change from it. However, it is slightly lower or lower to the ground compared to the Kyrie 5. Now on the outsole, you can see this pattern. You have the all-eye seeing on the forefoot. You have Kyrie's signature over here, and you have this like zigzag of lining on the heel with almost an eye logo in the middle. Now the other details that you probably didn't know about these sneakers is probably the names of Kyrie's mother and daughter, which is included on the sneakers. So now on the left sneakers, you will see Kyrie Irving's mother's name, Elizabeth, over here, and then her birthday. Now on the right shoe, you have the name of Kyrie Irving's daughter, which is Azuri, and her birthday. Now some of you may have not noticed that on top of the names of Kyrie's mother and daughter, there are constellations. I'm not sure if you could see over here, that are actually the constellation signs of their birthdays. This is on this side. So I'm not really familiar with constellation, but from what I've read, the constellations of the stars are actually the signals of the birth dates of Kyrie Irving's mother and daughter. So I think that's about it about these sneakers. I think I've mentioned already the things that weren't mentioned in other videos. Of course, the other details like the laces and all this, I'm not gonna mention anymore because you probably saw it already. But for me, I think we've already discussed all the hidden details and the other things that some of you might not know about this Kyrie 6. So these sneakers actually retailed for $130. It's about 6,500 or 6,700 here in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. And the resale price of this particular sneakers, which is the Manila colorway, is slightly above the retail value. So far, as of this moment, apart from the preheat pack, which is the 11 colorways of these sneakers, they already released the black one, and there's another one in purple. And I think soon there's another sneakers, I think a few days from now, or if I'm not mistaken, probably when you're watching this video, it's already announced. End of this year, they're also releasing a pink color, which is a concept collaboration, if I'm not mistaken. So far there are already 14 colorways of these sneakers for this 2019. So guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please press the thumbs up button down below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please press the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Follow us on all our social media accounts. Until next time.